Okay. So now it's dark, and by the time we get over there, it'll probably be around midnight.
Come on.
So let's head over. It's a little strange that it's still saying return after dark when, you know, it is currently dark. I would kind of have thought that the quest would just say, go to the nest now.
Slow now. Whoa.
I do not remember this drop-off. Also, there's apparently a ward. That. Alright, fine. Fine. We'll fight you. You also did, of course, just call perhaps an entire... You did, in fact, call an entire pack of wolves. It is a little annoying. It's a little bit obnoxious of you. Also a little bit obnoxious of you to hit us, so in return we will respond with 999 damage. That's what you get. And yeah, there are probably several more wolves where you came from. Could not use Igni quick enough to take you out before you hit us. Just get rid of some of these ones in the area. Leave Roach alone. Okay. And there are still some, but hopefully few enough at this stage that it's still doable to avoid them. Roach, can you even drop down here? Yes, you can. Okay. So we fought, what, a Leshen here once, I think? This place looks kind of familiar to me. Okay, nope, alright, we're already close. So yeah, let's save again here. Did I actually press the save button? No. I went to the save screen and then just backed out of it. There we go. Alright, let's also preemptively get a little bit of healing going. And I would think that we should be ready now to do this. We may need to reactivate our weapon oil. After sleeping, that may, or meditating, that may have expired. And it was, yeah, this one. No, it is still on. It is still on. We're good there. We have already set up our explosives, not really our other potions. If we wanted to do anything with those, that might be worth taking a quick second to change around here, because we have these set up for, well, it was poison that we were preparing for previously, although we have actually swapped that out as well. Again, not sure if the acid attack is technically poison or not. I think it is. Just the way in which they described it was a little bit strange. Let's get rid of white honey. Let's see, this is 25% toxicity, or 25 out of 100, whereas what is the other one that we have here? Succubus is 70. So we can go up to 95%. I think we're still fine at 95%. I think it's only once we do 100 that we start taking a little bit of damage from it. I think that means we can go that route there. Actually, just real quick, how long does that potion effect last? Like, can we pop these preemptively, or are they so short that we should be concerned about that? This one lasts 3 minutes, which is not that long. This one lasts 30 minutes, so that's plenty of time. We can definitely preemptively go with the succubus decoction. No, that was cat. And I meant to switch, but I accidentally actually used it. Alright, hold on. Give me a second here. I'm sorry. We'll deactivate it. It's the difference between pressing the directional pad and holding down the directional pad, which apparently I did not hold it down long enough. So that means we'll swap out the cat with... Where are you, White Honey? We got rid of you just a second ago. Okay. Let's try this one again. Switch over. Put you over as well. Do this. And do this. And now we pick a fight. Are we taking damage from this, or are we just... Oh, there is one we're looking for. Hello? So Igni supposedly is really bad, but we're going to try it just to see if that can actually lower your armor. And we don't have the stamina to do this. You are, yes, quite red. Wow. So much for not taking any damage from fire. That, like, annihilated you. What the heck? But there's the poison attack. I actually want to just spite the game and exclusively attack you with fire damage. Okay. Wow, that hurt a ton. We did not have Igni up. Do we have our healing going? We do. But man, that is barely doing it. In fact, we are actually taking damage. Slowly taking a little bit of damage over time. Wow. Okay, so maybe, in fact, we did poison or use a little bit too much in the way of potion or potions here. Because that means we're on a bit of a timer. In that case. Okay. I don't like the way that you keep on dodging us. It's quite annoying. Okay, and I did in fact go for a different attack there. Okay, but there's more of the fire. And yeah, it's extremely effective. I don't know what the game was talking about there. Dealt a ton of damage, as you just saw. Okay, this is going to be more of the poison. So I did swing our sword at him once. But other than that, it was all Igni. So much for being a fire-loving creature. Amber Dust is not bad. Griffin Egg, Griffin Feathers, Arch Griffin Mutagen. Serial Armor is worth checking out. And then the Griffin Trophy as well. Whatcha? Okay, so let's... I mean, I am curious to see. It did look like we were taking slow damage over time during the fight there. It might have actually just been that we got hit by one of the toxic attacks. Because it doesn't look like we're taking damage over time now. I mean, you can see the green little stuff, like the fog-ish effect around the edge of the screen, and that's sort of the indication that, yes, our toxicity is very high right now. Although we're actually kind of close to having our remaining potions expire. Let's just take a look at what the trophy that we picked up does, because we did just auto-equip it. And also, what is this armor that we just picked up? Because it is relic rarity. It is heavy armor, so it has a ton of resistances. Probably aren't going to use it ourselves, because we don't really want to use heavy armor. And it is lower armor rating anyway, so yeah, definitely not something we're going to use ourselves, but this is worth something, and I think it's probably worth seeing if we can break it down into anything either. I'm curious what it looks like, though. Okay. Interesting. Like I said, we'll stick with what we have here, but just a little bit curious is all. Okay, and the other thing we were checking was with the trophy. What is the Archgriffin trophy doing for us? Against Dismember? Nah. Not really our style here. We're instead looking for something like the bonus experience. Okay. So... I think we're just heading on back in that case. Let's just hop on Roach while we're doing it. There wouldn't really be anything else to loot here, and I mean, we did check out the actual nest previously. I suppose we could double back there just to check if anything else has changed. I doubt it, but just in case, I don't know. Come on, Geralt. Anything new? Doesn't appear so. So now we have to ask ourselves, let's collect your reward from Hans, specifically. We did hear that Hans got the job from the Oxenfurt City Council, which would actually technically that would be their legislative body. Okay. So can we potentially go there and find somebody who represents the Oxenfurt Council and chat with them and use that to get a better price from finishing this job? Maybe we'll try giving that a quick look, just because it'd be kind of interesting if that was possible. But I think more likely it's just that we're going to end up going back to Hans, and maybe we'll have the option to negotiate a little bit more with him and say, hold on, we know that you're actually just going to get a better deal than we are here. I'd like to try to avoid these wolves if we can. Alright. Here's as though we did. We're headed towards Hans, not the place where I actually wanted to go, right? Yeah, that is true. Alright, at this point, it's maybe better to just ride over to Oxenfurt instead, because I absentmindedly started following the quest marker rather than our custom marker. So yeah, you know, don't turn right. keep on going straight toward the city instead. Yeah. Okay. It's been a while since we were in Oxenford as well. Oh. Come on. Come on, Roach. Okay, nope. I thought you could make it over. Okay, hold on. Nope. I thought there was a jump button. Apparently that button is also the swing sword button. Hold on. Can you not jump? No, it is seemingly the unsheathed button. Oh. There it is. Why weren't you doing that before? Now you just want me to dismount. It's the difference between, again, pressing versus holding the button. There we go. There we go. Come on, Roach. Come on, Roach. Yeah, I know we're the racing champion of Skellige, and yet only now are we actually finding any use for jumping over obstacles. Okay, so this was right around where the chess club was. Actually, I think that was partially across the bridge. Again, we really don't know who, if anyone, we can talk to see if we can get a better deal on this contract. Or we can try going to the chess club, but I don't really think that's going to be the go-to place. Probably more likely to find the theoretical person that we are trying to find in the city proper. And we have run into many occasions on which people have tried to charge us money here. It looks like we're about to have a cutscene there. Yes, we are.
You gotta pay the war levy.
Yeah, I thought so.
This again.
Shut it and pay.
We did it last time. We already paid you.
Already paid. Once is enough.
Spy. Let's arrest him.
Ah, really?
What's going on here?
Who's this?
Reporting the capture of a suspicious individual, sir. A spy.
A witcher'd make as good a spy as you'd make a chaperone. I catch you extorting coin again, you'll go straight to the front. The Eastern Front. And you, Witcher, best give these parts a wide berth.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather be able to
Farewell.
end up to go to Novigrad at some point in time, or rather, Oxford at some point in time. We did get some experience out of it, so I guess there's at least that. But it is seemingly quite literally every time we go here, we're getting nickeled and dimed out of all of our monies. Okay, but the real question here is, who, if anyone, can we talk to who might pay us more for that contract that we just completed? Because I really don't know. Hold on a second. I mean, we're not really going to be able to figure anything else out from looking at our map, right? I mean, once upon a time, Radovid was over here on the shoreline, but he isn't really anymore. I don't know. Go to the inn, but I doubt it. In theory, I think we'd be looking for more of like an official big building with, you know, where governance activities would be performed. Which, you know, maybe unofficially is the tavern, but officially is not. Guess we'll poke our head in here, but... Oh. Okay, we'll take some dumplings and dried fruit. A little surprised there actually is stuff there. And here. And here. We just not been in this building? Or has this place refilled its stock on all the random chests? Oh, okay. Sure. Take some amethyst dust. I don't see why not. Little strange, but I guess we'll take it. Yeah. So, any other buildings that look particularly promising? Or the thing is, we don't really know anyone who's hanging around in Oxenfurt these days. Like I said previously, the biggest person was the mercenaries.
Leave her
Maybe?
alone.
Oh?
What's that?
What's going on here?
Want us to plow you?
I did
Is that
not
it?
get the chance to
Doable.
hear what this conversation was
Just
all
wipe
about.
That mug in a sec.
I, kinda just saw that your name was Mercenary, thought that you might have been affiliated with the other mercenaries that we talked to previously, and therefore that you might have been someone that we could talk to with regard to this specific Witcher contract that we were going to. That does not appear to be the case. Instead, you are just a random mercenary who is pestering this woman, and I interrupted your conversation and heard basically none of it at all, so I have no idea what's happening here. I just assumed that it's, you know, you are pestering this woman and trying to pick a fight. So please let her go, and if you don't, then I'm guessing we're probably gonna end up fighting these guys.
Let the woman go. Then we can flirt.
Look at that. Vagrant Matt's giving us orders. Needs to know his place. Fuck him up.
Thought so. Oh, weird. There's a fist fight? There's a fist fight. Okay, well, I mean, we can practically one-shot you with our punches. In fact, if we do a strong attack, which I very rarely do, we probably can. Probably can one-shot you. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I think they're done now. Dora?
You
How
all
goes
right?
it?
Fine. Truth be told,
Go back to your
I've managed on my
exploring?
own, but thank you.
You could have managed it?
You'd have managed it. Managed those men by yourself.
Alright,
Knee
Carol.
to the bollocks, elbow to the throat. Job done.
I'm sure she can handle herself. Sounds like she can. No need to play that card. I mean, this does sound an awful lot like Geralt's being like, oh, can I walk you home? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Which makes me a little bit nervous, but at the same time, I mean, maybe there's more to be had here. See if there's any, I mean, I don't know. This seems like this is a pretty simple, straightforward encounter, right? And there may not be any potential for any, like, follow-up quest-related things out of this. My guess is we're just gonna have a little bit of experience out of finishing up this encounter, but maybe we try this? I don't know. We'll give it a shot.
Walk you home?
Hey now, I'm grateful, sure, but I'll not demonstrate that in the alcove.
Walk you home, that's it.
Yeah, that's all.
In that case, yes. Come.
Okay. Perhaps we can chat and actually hear what it was that those people were doing. Yeah, new quest, rough neighborhood. Let's see what that's all about. Except... Oh no, here it is. For a second I was gonna say, what, did we just immediately complete it? Escort the woman to her home. War had transformed the once charming student town of Oxenfurt beyond all recognition. King Radovid had expelled the students and professors, and in their place had come shady characters of all stripes. For example, while there, Geralt witnessed some such things, or some such thugs, pestering an Oxenfurt townswoman in a most unbecoming manner. Now, we didn't really get the chance to hear what they were doing, but I think we can probably guess. Okay, Sure, are you following us, or are we following you?
What is it?
Because it kind of just looks like you're standing still. Hard to escort you to your home if you are standing still. Like, can we see on the map where we're supposed to go? So it really looks like you are kind of bugged out here and deciding that you don't want to go anywhere. Now, maybe if we kind of give a little nudge? Okay, maybe? I don't know. Okay, now I think
Master Witcher,
figured it out.
do you always help folk for free?
Sometimes for free, usually for pay.
Phew. I was afraid you were abnormal.
Excuse me?
Here it is. Really, you needn't have troubled yourself.
Better safe than sorry, or forgot. Could have handled it yourself. This is true. She did say previously that she could handle it herself, so we could give her a little bit of attitude for that, but... yeah, sure. We'll give her a little bit of sass.
Forgot. Could have managed it on your own. Well, don't let me get in your way. Farewell.
Alright. So I would have to imagine, yep, job complete. And we get a whopping 1 experience point. Oh boy. Out of curiosity, what is in this building? Answer, loot. At least some of it. Temperature repair kit is... that's something. And some dumplings. Those are always nice.
What the devil?
What the devil? Okay. I'm curious if you have anything else to say to us. Nope. Can we take this, or... I mean, those guards would... Those guards would definitely see us here. That one may be facing the wrong direction. Let's just, like... Oh, there's a witch hunter right there as well. Yeah, let's probably not do that. And then the entrance to some kind of cave system is over here. Yeah. I vaguely remember, what was this? Was this with Yen breaking in to the prison? Or maybe that was Triss? I don't know. For some reason, my memory is a little bit off today, I feel like. But anyways, not necessarily the original reason why we were planning on going here, but I suppose it's something. What is over here? Hold on a second. It's like one of the bridges, but what direction does this lead? Back over toward Bellin. You guys very much look like you're trying to block this path. I can still walk through. So, great job blocking it. Also kind of curious if we can actually jump in the water from here, but let's not do that. Okay, so... Oh, it's locked. Okay, I was gonna say that'd be kind of intriguing. So, I mean, our original reason for having gone over to Oxenfurt was to see if we could perhaps find a way to negotiate a better price with the original people who were seeking to have that Archgriffin removed, but and didn't really know specifically where we would look for that, so hard to find that person if they do exist at all. So I think we will just end up heading back over to where is Hans? We should reactivate that quest. It's not currently our active quest. You are over there. So I think we probably just head back over to the West Gate real quick and fast travel a little bit closer after doing that. And we'll try to see if we can get him to pay us a little bit more for having taken out that Griffin. Okay, so our spot is right here. And we're looking for, I think, the herbalist's hut. Okay. And it's not the herbalist that we actually want. It's the other... There you are. Not that Pine Grape is particularly noteworthy, but... Alright. Let's head on over. For a second I thought we were about to fall to our death. No, we're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. We're good. Okay, and here they are. Now, probably worth saving here. And I'm curious to see what, if any, options we have in this conversation. Does the game even acknowledge that we know that these guys are getting paid more than they're willing to pay us?
Well, any progress?
We did get rid of the Griffin. This much is true. But about the payment...
Monster's dead. I slew it. It was a griffin. An archgriffin, in fact.
In that case, I'm grateful. Arch grateful. Your reward.
Alright. Not so fast. Not about to be swindled.
Hold up a minute. Recognize this? You accepted a contract. Reward paid up front, and higher than what you paid me.
What am I meant to do? Business is what it is, and intermediaries deserve their due.
What you're due is a punch in the face. Gold. Now.
We about to fight this guy, or is he actually going to pay up?
Some advice before you go. Don't ever try to cheat a Witcher again. Ever.
Oh, and then he tried to walk up to us, and for a second I thought he was actually going to try to punch us. Okay, so 487. What if we negotiated? It was like 315 or 325. So yes, it is a little bit more than that. I mean, Geralt, when we first found the notice, was basically saying like, oh man, this is way more than they were trying to pay us. And it's a bit more, but not a ton. But anyways, we did still manage to get more out of it. So that's good to see. And while we're here, why don't we not loot that, just in case. Let's just take a second here, do that stuff. Okay. Yeah, and I don't remember if we had those active when we actually did fight the Archgriffin or not, because it did hit us once, and when it did, it took out half of our HP, which is very concerning, and I just wonder if that was half of our HP before or after taking into account the whole additional armor from the bench standpoint. Who are you? Random peasants? Over here? It's kind of doing nothing? Oh, maybe you're kind of affiliated with this establishment. Have we been here before? This is probably entering the more DLC territory. No, it's actually going south. We are headed close toward Oxenford, so I suppose that's not that ridiculous to find more people over here. Okay, so in that case, that means that we have now, I believe, done, outside of Free Spirit, every side quest and or not main quest, but side quest and or Witcher contract that we were expecting to do, at least in the main game. Again, exception being Free Spirit, and these blue ones are associated with DLCs. So I think that means that we are headed back over to talk to Triss, and we do, of course, have a bit of an idea of what that's going to lead us to, because we did rewind the clock a little bit just to make sure that we had time to finish those Witcher contracts, but let us reactivate that. Actually, it is currently active, and that means we are headed back over to Novigrad, and we're looking for likely a nearby fast travel spot. Looks like Novigrad Gate and the Herbalist Hut are both pretty darn close. Not sure which one is technically better to go to, but we'll head back over here. And maybe we'll summon Roach as well. Okay, so let us head over. And yeah, that does mean that in all likelihood we are now going to be looking at doing what is quite possibly more or less a main line on the main quest. Because, I mean, if we don't have any other stuff to do, then of course there's not really much option but to do that. Outside of course, the DLCs, which we may be starting to get kind of close.
Not so fast, Roach.
To the point where we're looking to do that. Of course, well, that being said, we are presumably doing that after we're done with the main quest, but we are maybe getting close to finishing that. Don't entirely know, of course, that is a question that is very high on the spoiler potential, so don't answer that one. But anyways, we'll head over to Novigrad now and chat with Triss. Okay, and oh right, I forgot. The Redanians have also started to take hold of Novigrad as well. I mean, Oxenford certainly, we saw that before, but yeah, we did start to see. Yeah, was Novigrad as well. Oh, whoa, yeah, now we're just making it a party over here. But, yeah, we saw many of what were previously just generic guards people have now turned into Redanian guards. And I do wonder if it might be worth just quickly meditating to help stave off the toxicity that we are currently experiencing. Maybe we do that real quick here, and by real quick I mean like for the next 22 hours or whatever. It's no big deal. Triss can wait. Don't worry about it. Triss can wait. You'll be fine. You know, she may or may not have waited for us to complete those Witcher contracts anyway. What's an additional 22 hours gonna matter, right? Speaking of which, where'd you go? Over here. Okay. And also, probably worth saving before we do this, right? There she is.
Sure you weren't followed?
Yeah.
One moment. We actually need to chat with this Fount.
Observe the water's surface carefully. You can't let anything go unnoticed.
Graham et Thuir, Robert Michele, Alfelte. Graham et Thuir, Deagnis Kerle, Espirshena a et Clace.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her at his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much.
That's not good. I forget if we've asked her about this stuff before, but let's do this just in case. Was it the past or the future?
Was that the past or the future?
The recent past. We have to hurry.
Okay, let's go to the bathhouse.
Let's go to the bathhouse. Might not be too late.
Come on.
No time to dilly-dally. And yes, we did, I believe... So let's just double check here for a second. So we have Blindingly Obvious, go to the bathhouse with Triss. Triss was not the only one to uncover Philippa's whereabouts, however. Coming to that conclusion slightly before her was Dijkstra, who shared with Philippa the strongest bond possible. Love turned to seething hate. The one-time spy and current mafia boss had captured Philippa and imprisoned her in the bathhouse. Triss and Geralt knew they must hurry. It was clear Dijkstra had not gone through all this trouble to chat with Philippa about old times. Vengeance was more likely on his agenda. Vengeance for breaking his heart and daring to plot against him. Okay, so... full speed ahead to the bathhouse. Meanwhile, we'll shoot the breeze a bit with Triss, I think.
I hope we get there in time. I hope Dijkstra hasn't already hurt her.
The possibilities are many. Could be Dijkstra that got hurt.
That's
Not
also true.
likely. Dijkstra never forgave her for sending assassins after him. And Philip was weakened. No. Yes,
Oh!
Geralt?
I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to interrupt that conversation. I was holding the sprint button and apparently in the process accidentally initiated this conversation. But sure, are you holding up all right in the middle of our running through the streets?
Holding up all right?
It'll be a hard slog for everyone.
You know what I mean.
What am I supposed to say? I mean, I knew you and Yennefer. You'd end up back together. It was a lost cause. Always.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that you did try to
I just don't want
pursue that.
Can we not dwell on it? I need to focus on other things now.
Right. Understood.
Okay. Oh, we did have a figurine that we were waiting for someone to take a look at, and we thought that after Triss had left and gone off to, what was it, like Hovis, that we wouldn't have the chance to ever have her see it, but hold on just a second.
Look what I picked up.
Come on, we have to decompress him.
Later,
I'll
apparently?
do this later. I gotta go.
Apparently we've got to go. So we're in the middle of running around. Okay, that was very strange. We did interrupt that conversation, which I feel bad about because that was interesting stuff. What were they? They were saying that, that Chris was expressing concern that potentially, Philippa could be hurt because, Dijkstra could have held it against her that he sent, that she sent assassins after him. Which, you know, yeah, that's, you know, the type of thing that probably does get people mad at you quite a bit. But then again, Philippa is a sorceress, powerful sorceress at that. But as Triss was saying, she's weakened, so maybe this was an opportunity for Dijkstra to hurt her. What?
Guess they underestimated Philippa.
You were right. She must have changed back into human.
I keep on interrupting their conversations, and I don't like it. But at the same time, I don't want to reset this entire thing to do that. Okay. Let's go in.
Surrender!
I don't think she plans to do that anytime soon.
You'll never get out! Goddamn fools! After her!
We'll handle this.
I mean, she
Oh, no,
can't really
no,
see.
no. The sorceress stays here.
Triss comes with us. I mean, you're not going to be happy about this, but...
We're going together.
Not a chance.
It's fine, Geralt. I'll stay. In case she tries to flee this way.
Fine. Be right back.
Okay, so, like... Is Philippa probably not going to be terribly friendly to us? Oh, can she see through those people? Hold on. I mean, she's, like, axe-seeing them. Let's see. Catch Philippa EILHART. Okay. So, Dijkstra...
Get going.
He's just chilling there. Okay, so do we need to, like, avoid
Cast a spell on them.
her friends? We're gonna need to fight her friends? I mean, that's probably what happens here, right? In some ways, I would like to avoid fighting them, but I think that's pretty much unavoidable. They are, I'm afraid, just kind of... Yopa gonna try to attack us as well, and that time she just happened to hit them rather than us. It does kind of look like it. Can we loot them? We can't loot them. Well, we'll just take some quick con fiber. Don't worry about us. Throw on Quinn in case she does try to attack us, because I think she will. She's here? Huh? Catch Philippa EILHART, yeah. Say she's down here. Seemingly okay. Who needs ladders anyway, right? Who needs them? She's... Oh! Talking like
I'm
a...
your master now.
Oh dear.
To protect me, understood?
Like a troll, we're talking like.
Stand here. Let no one pass.
I think that may be a troll. That may just be a... Not these guys just making that noise. Like, really? You're alive? Do these guys drop any loot? Doesn't look like it. They're actually... We have been down here before, but it did seem as though some of the stuff was actually lootable. Surprised me a bit. This... Oh, maybe that was just... Those square crates are always hard to loot, and this one was like right in the middle of all that stuff, so we might have just passed that and not been able to loot it before. Okay. Was that a... That was a succubus decoction. That was supposed to be a food source for a little bit of healing. Usually the up button is our raw meat. Hold on. Hold on just a second here. There we go. Okay, so do you have a troll here? You do. Was this the troll that we saw previously? I don't want to fight him. We like trolls. You know, not the internet troll. That's a whole different story. We're not going there. Trolls, you know what I mean. Troll and the like. Can we chat, Bart? Remember that Philippa is mind controlling this troll.
Go, birdie, birdie.
Birdie.
Damn it, cast a spell on him too.
I want to help her. He is perhaps more likely to get the troll to support us rather than try to fight us.
She's hurt. Did you see that? I want to help her.
Birdie, no. Past go, say, but no, let past go.
Ever had a stomach ache?
Hey? Aye. But once old drowner eat.
Ah, yeah, they're the
Her
worst.
stomach aches like she just ate 100 old drowners.
It's
But
true.
No want. Drowner make egg very bad.
True. Very true.
Let me pass. I can help her.
But let past go. Which help.
Nice. Well done, Bart. Glad to see we could come to an agreement. Okay. Oh, he's on the move as well. Okay.
Help me die. Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, so, for those of you who aren't familiar with Philippa, okay, Witcher 2 spoilers, major Witcher 2 spoilers incoming. She was, you know, a bit of an extremely devious manipulator who, nearly toppled several, different kingdoms in one fell swoop and may or may not have helped organize the assassination of at least one, king. So, yeah, and, you know, deceived us as well in the process. So, we don't really trust her very much, but at the same time, she very much blurs that line of friend and enemy. You know, yeah, frenemy is probably fair to say. You know, it's kind of like a, we don't like her, but we kind of need her type of situation. You know what I mean? Hello? Oh. Well, I mean, that we should not have picked up, but... Sure. More? Yeah, more. That time. That time I passed. Also, what is this sound? Philippa. When you say catch her, I mean, we're not exactly going fast through here. She's also currently blind. So, chasing her through a winding tunnel like this, you'd have to think it's doable. Yeah, and so she doesn't really believe us saying that we're not here to hurt her, which again is kind of understandable given our spotty history with one another. Oh dear, this looks like a boss arena. Not the intention.
I want to help you.
Forgive me, but I just don't believe you.
I mean, I don't really blame you, to be fair. But at the same time, did you really have to do this? Okay, what's this, an Ifrit? Fire Elemental? Yeah. Okay. So, hold on just a second. Oh, hello. I wanted to Igni you to remove or reduce your armor. Let's throw on an oil here for the elemental. Come on, Philippa, you can't make this easy, can you? No, that is perhaps just the way Philippa would have it, so can't say I'm terribly surprised about that. Okay, so we go over to the elemental oil, and what else do we want to do here? We may still have the... Which potion was it? Succubus Decoction active. Over the course of the fight, our attacks will go stronger, so that will help. The Golden Oriole is probably not so significant here, because I'm not expecting for us to get poisoned against this enemy. Do we have anything that we could throw on that is low enough toxicity that we could reasonably put it on here? Something in the 25 toxicity range, and something that's still relevant. 40 is too much. Let's see. We need something that is presumably pretty weak, if at all. Like, there may just be nothing at all to help us. Killer Whale doesn't do anything in this situation. We don't need to breathe underwater right now. That's not the issue. But it does really look like the vast majority of our potions are 70 out of 100. Pony Owl accelerates stamina regeneration. That could work. That is a little bit helpful. What else could we do here? White Raffords would get us to exactly 100%. I don't think we want to go there. I think we want to be below that. 25 would be just enough. Critical hit chance would be really helpful. It has a very short duration. Full Moon. Maximum Vitality. Heals Vitality by an amount equal to the current toxicity. We actually would have a lot of toxicity when we do this, so that's... would be at least a short-term good healing option. Swallow is Vitality Regeneration for 20 seconds, very brief. Sign Intensity for a very brief moment. This is basically the Sign version of the Thunderbolt, right? More or less. Thunderbolt is for attacks. Black Blood, I don't think is relevant here. Cat, not really either. Accelerates through generation of adrenaline points. Extended duration, grants one adrenaline point upon consumption. This is also a little bit helpful. Let's try the Thunderbolt. This was another one that way back in Witcher 1 I would sometimes mess around with. Okay, so let's try that. And it does look like Philippa is also participating in this fight more directly. Okay, so we've now been put on fire. And we don't yet have Gwen back on, which is concerning. I don't like that. Okay, now we can do this, though, at least. So let's avoid this. Except that also removed Gwen. Man, we are getting absolutely annihilated here. I'd like to be healing. We are now healing, at least in theory, from our food. Okay, let's actually hit you, please. That would be helpful. You were not blocking that. You were blocking from the other angle. We are seriously hurt here. That's gonna hurt too. And use up all of our Gwen, and that's gonna blow up in our face. This is actually surprisingly difficult here. Okay, got that back on. What is getting rid of our Gwens? Is it walking on the fire? Probably. See, it's problematic. Waiting to get this back. We have it back. You're gonna try to do this, which still hit us. As did that. Wow. This is not exactly a straightforward fight. So we're about to die to the fire. Quen back on, yes. We're gonna get the damage in quickly enough. Did we lose Quen? I think we did. Oh, out of stamina. Out of stamina. Oh, except we somehow... Oh, was that our Death Defiance, basically? To use a Hades term? It may have been. It may have been, and it did truthfully save our life there. Okay, got you taken care of, but oh boy, that was not straightforward. Do we actually need to fight Philippa? Oh, really? Okay. So this does remind me a lot of a previous fight with Sorceress. How do we actually get up there? Sorceress that we once called our friend. Here we go. So, you know, during that fight, in case it isn't clear, I was referring to, one named Kira Metz. Okay, yes, I'm hoping that once we reach her, we can tuck her into some common sense here. Not actually have to fight her to the death.
Stop squirming. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be long dead by now.
What do you want? To torment me? To watch others do so?
I need your help.
He says to possibly the least trustworthy person on the continent.
Betray me, and I will.
Relax. Not planning on it. Triss is outside. She'll explain everything.
Hopefully we can get some brownie points by name dropping Triss.